let us learn about characteristics of wave. Wave can be characterized by few properties. That is, first one is wavelength. Wavelength, lambda. Wavelength of wave nothing but the distance between two successive crests or trough is known as wavelength. If I take the wave, this is a wave. Wavelength can be defined as the distance between these two crests or these two troughs is said to be wavelength. These two are said to be crest, these are troughs. The successive crest we have to take or successive trough. So the distance between two crests or in two troughs can be taken as wavelength. So it is a distance. Distance between two neighboring crests. Crest or troughs is known as wavelength. So units for the wavelength, as it is actually it is a length, so it is measured in meters, centimeter, angstrom, nanometers. Okay, picometer, micrometer, we can use number of units. Here, whenever you are converting angstroms, while solving numerical problems, we had to convert angstroms and nanometers into meters and centimeters. So I write here 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeter or 10 power minus 10 meter. Similarly, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 7 centimeter, 10 power minus 9 meter. So these are the conversion from angstrom to centimeters and meter and nanometers into centimeter and meter. Next one is frequency. Frequency is also another property, characteristic property of the wave. Frequency is measured by or represented by nu. So frequency is nothing but number of waves passed through a fixed point in 1 second. The number of waves passing through a point in 1 second is said to be frequency. Let us take this point. It is a point. So if more number of waves are passed through a point in 1 second, more the frequency. If less number of waves are passed to this point, less frequency. Okay, so here if I take this is one wave and it is one wave. Two are different waves. So what is the difference between these two waves? Here we have more wavelength. Here we have less wavelength. Okay, so this is having more wavelength, this is having less wavelength. If I pass these type of waves, only few waves can pass through this point. If I pass this kind of wave through this point, more number of waves can pass this kind of waves. What I mean to say here is, if wavelength is more, less number of waves can pass through a point. If wavelength is less, more number of waves can pass through a point. So from this I can say that if wavelength is more, less number of waves can pass. Less number of waves can pass through a point in 1 second means what? Less frequency. So wavelength and frequency, lambda and frequency both are inversely proportional to each other. Wavelength and frequency both are inversely proportional to each other. If a wave having more wavelength, less frequency. If a wave having less wavelength, it is a more frequency. As these two are inversely proportional to each other, if I write lambda is inversely proportional to frequency, the product of wavelength into frequency is equal to one constant. This constant is said to be velocity of light. This is said to be velocity of light is a constant value. The product of wavelength and frequency can be taken as a constant. That constant can be velocity of light. Then what is velocity of light or velocity of wave? The distance travelled by wave is said to be velocity or speed. So if more distance can travel, more velocity of light. Actually velocity of light is a fixed value. For all types of electromagnetic radiations, velocity of light is a fixed value. So what is that value? Here velocity of light. Velocity of light represented by c. So velocity of light is distance travelled by wave. Distance traveled by wave is said to be velocity of light. Velocity of light c is equal to what? Product of wavelength into frequency. Product of wavelength and frequency of any wave must be equal to velocity of light. The value of velocity of light is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, or 3 into 10 power 10 centimeter per second. Okay, so this is the value of velocity of light, which is constant. So this value we can use in number of numerical problems. This is a relation, important relation you have to remember. From this we can write nu is equal to c by lambda, or lambda is equal to c by nu. We can frame the number of relations from this formula. So last one is wave number. Wave number is a nu bar. Wave number is a nu bar represented by nu is a frequency, nu bar is a wave number. Wave number is number of wavelengths per unit length. Number of wavelengths per unit length. Per unit length, if you take, how many waves are spread in 1 unit length? How many wavelengths are spread in 1 unit length? Can be represented by wave number. Wave number is reciprocal of wavelength. Wave number is reciprocal of wavelength. Okay, this is another important relation. As it is a reciprocal of wavelength, I can write units for this are centimeter inverse, meter inverse. Okay, and velocity of 8 units, centimeter per second or meter per second. Frequency units. Frequency units I can write here hertz or cycle per second. Cycle per second. This is units per frequency. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the wave. Last one is amplitude. Last one is amplitude. Amplitude. If I take the wave, this is a wave, the height of the crest, or depth of the trough. This is a wave, the depth of the trough. This is said to be amplitude. This is also amplitude. Either height of the crest or depth of the trough can be taken as amplitude. If more amplitude, more brightness. Amplitude can also resembles the brightness. If a wave having more amplitude, it having more brightness. It means that they having more brightness. If it is having less amplitude or less intensity, it means that they have less dimmer in light. Okay, now LED bulb having more brightness because it having more amplitude. Incandescent bulb having dimmer in light because it contains less amplitude. So these are the overall characteristics of the wave: wavelength, frequency, wave number, velocity of light, amplitude. All this will characterize one particular wave. Okay, so after this we will talk about the electromagnetic spectrum. I already told you what is electromagnetic radiation. Anyone charged particle is under acceleration, it produces alternating electric and magnetic fields. Those alternate electric and magnetic fields perpendicular to each other. So if I take the wave, so this is electric field and this is magnetic field. This is magnetic field. So this electric field and magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other. This is magnetic field. This electric component and magnetic component both are perpendicular to each other, not only to each other and also propagation of the light. So the propagation of the wave perpendicular to each other. Magnetic component, electrical component, propagation of the wave, three are perpendicular to each other. So this is electromagnetic radiation. In my previous lecture I told you. So this is electromagnetic radiation. So there are different types of electromagnetic radiations are there. Ultraviolet, visible, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves, X-rays, gamma rays, all these are different types of electromagnetic radiations. All these electromagnetic radiation having different wavelength, different frequencies, Okay, but all this electromagnetic radiation having one fixed value, that is velocity of light. All types of electromagnetic radiation having fixed speed or fixed velocity of light, that is 3 × 10⁸ meter per second. If I write all this type of electromagnetic radiation, gamma rays, X-rays, in increasing order of their wavelength, that is said to be one electromagnetic spectrum. A bunch of electromagnetic radiations is said to be electromagnetic spectrum. Now let us understand the wavelengths and frequencies of all this electromagnetic spectrum. So this is electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum, I write different types of electromagnetic radiations starting from gamma rays, X-rays, UV, visible, IR, microwaves, radio waves and long radio waves. All these are different types of electromagnetic radiations. I arranged all this electromagnetic radiation in increasing order of their wavelength. Means lambda value, wavelength lambda increases from gamma to long radio waves. I arrange like this, gamma to long radio waves, increasing order of wavelength. So when wavelength is increases, this is said to be electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum means a bunch of all electromagnetic radiations arranged in increasing order of their wavelengths is said to be electromagnetic spectrum. So from gamma rays to long radio waves, wavelength increases. This is having wavelength less and this is having more wavelength. Okay, when wavelength is increased, I already told you, wavelength and frequency are inversely proportional. When wavelength is more, frequency less. So I can write here, frequency value decreases from gamma to long radio waves. Okay, so based on this wavelength and frequency, we can also understand the energy. Energy is equal to h nu. After this topic, next I will explain what is E is equal to h nu relation. This comes under Planck's quantum theory. So here energy and frequency, this is frequency. Frequency and energy both are directly proportional to each other. When frequency is more, energy is more. When frequency is less, energy is less. If I take the gamma having less wavelength but frequency more. As gamma rays having more frequency, energy also more. When frequency is more, energy is more. If I take the long radio waves, they are having more wavelength and less frequency. If they have less frequency, which means that they contain less energy. Less energy. You may get questions in the exam. Which are the following radiations having more energy, less energy, more frequency, more wavelength, like this. So this is the main relation. From gamma to long radio waves, wavelength increases, frequency decreases, energy increases. So out of all these electromagnetic radiations, we can see only one particular type of radiation, that is said to be visible. We can see only visible. So this can be visible to our human eye because it contains, if I see, so it contains 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. This is 7 colors. So violet start from 400 nanometer wavelength and red ends with 750 nanometers. Our human eye has sensitivity to observe the radiations from 400 nanometers to 750 nanometers. So that we can see only this violet to red visible radiations only. Less than 400 nanometers means what? Ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays we cannot able to see. More than 750 nanometers, IR, microwaves, radio waves, long radio waves also we cannot able to see. Okay. So if I ask the question, out of all these 7 colors, which color having more energy? A simple question, which color having more energy? I already told you, energy is equal to h nu. So energy, frequency both are directly proportional. More energy means more frequency. Which